everybody, welcome to another episode of Tech Zity Radar. My name is Romualdas Yusoda, tech startup's co-founder and product owner, curious on how technology will shape our near future. Tech Zity Radar is a bi-weekly series of online events with the purpose to share best practice on how startups can master their growth in a smart and effective way. This time, on episode 4 of the Radar is customer service. We'll host Nida Zukauskaite, head of customer support at Simplex, the growing startup in the field of FinTech and cryptocurrency, making it accessible to everybody. In half an hour Blitz interview, we will cover keynote speech, how to build a kick-ass customer service team. Q&A session will follow, so you can drop your comments on the platform you use, and we will go through those later on. Or you can leave it anytime during the conversation. And finally, networking on Discord. I would encourage you to visit Tech Zity Radar community on Discord to meet peer experts, startup founders, and other interesting growing community members. Communicate, share your questions and insights, get answers. In Keynote, you will learn what is a kick-ass team, hiring right for cryptocurrency world, upscaling, and quick glance at market trends. Without further ado, help me in welcoming Nida, head of customer support at FinTech startup Simplex. Welcome to the show, Nida.
Thank you. Hi, Romualdas.
Nida, while preparing for this conversation, in your bio, I have noticed the only description, quote, currently exploring the world of cryptocurrencies, $, unquote. I feel you might be quite an enthusiast in crypto. Is crypto the future or crypto is right now?
That's a good question. Actually, this is the quote that I added probably 3 years ago when I just joined Simplex, and I didn't change it since then. And I'm still exploring it, and I still don't know so much about it. So I do think it is the present and also the future. It's definitely revolutionizing the world as it is right now.
All right, it's very interesting, and it's very interesting. This combination, customer service and crypto world from your experience. So we are happy to hear more and learn more from you. So the floor is yours.
Great. So I'll be speaking today about building kick-ass customer support teams and telling my experience, how I built one for myself. And welcome to my bedroom, and let's go. So I would like to start with my customer journey, actually. I think it's pretty important to understand what was before and where are we right now. So I started my career in customer support working as a travel agent. I was supporting customers while they were traveling around Iceland. That's where I was living back then a few years ago. And I was planning them brunches with these mountain views. I was leading them along the way while they were taking trips of their lifetime. They were having honeymoons, retirement travels, and so on. And these are the pictures actually that I took with my iPhone 5. So you can imagine how actually amazing it looks in real life. And therefore, the customers that we had were very happy. They were leaving the greatest reviews online about our company, about our service, because what we were doing, we were, making dreams come true. We were doing these, happy things. And then fast forward to me joining the world of crypto. While in the travel agency, we're talking about experiences and adventures. Here, we're talking about money. People are investing their savings. They're trying to make money. They're even gambling in a sense. That's why every minute matters when it comes to crypto. 1 minute you can be making money, and another minute you can be losing that money that you just made. And I can bravely tell you that there is nothing relaxing about cryptocurrencies. If you know taking holidays, vacations is something that, release the tension and so on, cryptocurrency is definitely not about it. And here is a great illustration that I found to help me paint you a picture of how not stressful it is. Talking about customer service, specifically in the world of crypto, it's important to understand how dynamic the market is. And I want to give you one recent example of what happened a couple of months ago. So Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and other great things, tweeted about this one cryptocurrency, which is called Dogecoin. This is the chart that shows how did the price change after the tweet happening. And this is another chart showing how our workloads changed in a few hours after this tweet. So we're talking 4 or 5 times more, and it was just single day, one single tweet for one single cryptocurrency. And if you're interested to know what tweet was that, it was this, Doge, the goodest issue. And this is just one example of how seemingly small thing can have a huge impact and effect on money and everyone working in cryptocurrency market. So if you invested in the right time, you could have not even doubled, but tripled and so on your money in just one day. So I like to laugh that if you're hiring for a cryptocurrency company, you can definitely add dynamic working environment in your job ad. So one last thing I want to cover before moving to our main topic of building kick-ass teams is the recent trends in the customer support. Lots of businesses changed over the past year due to COVID. Customers are getting new habits. They're purchasing more online rather than shopping live and so on. And specifically for customer support, last year became much more common to use messaging than before. Big tech companies gave a boost for this conversational business. So specifically, Google launched business messages, Apple made business chat widely available, WhatsApp rolled out in-chat payments for India, which is a huge market, and they reached a milestone of 100 billion messages a day. While also Facebook added their messenger in Instagram and also opened Instagram APIs to businesses and so on. So what is actually happening? It's making the customer experience more conversational. It is more convenient, it's more personal, as messaging promotes an ongoing dialogue between customers and the company. With messaging, customers can easily solve their issues with businesses on a channel that they use with family and friends. So you can imagine, having one Facebook chat with your mom, another chat with Simplex, and a third chat with your friends. The businesses are just in there where they were not before. So this trend requires businesses to adapt, and specifically customer support teams. Now agents are using multiple channels, talking with customers via a few different platforms. So they're going to be answering via Telegram, via Slack, via chat, email, and so on. So that's a new challenge that is increasingly happening in the past year. So now I'm going to be sharing my definition of what is a kick-ass team. Since you got a bit of understanding what the crypto world is, right? It's unexpected, it's fluctuating, and it's stressful. So I'm happy to share what worked for me when I was building my kick-ass team and what is the team who can handle it all. So first, to operate well in the world of crypto and be the frontline soldier who gets all the questions, you must embrace the discomfort of not knowing. What I mean by that is that if you're not the biggest fan of Elon Musk, you might not get what's happening and why all of a sudden a gazillion people are coming your way and asking about this meme coin that you probably may not know much about it. So at that point, you as an agent must be brave and ask more questions sometimes than give answers. Ask the customers what's happening, where you got that information, and so on. You really need to get creative because in this sort of business, you cannot prepare guidelines for everything. You cannot prepare procedures, processes, and so on. Some things just happen, and there was no way to expect that. Secondly, as I mentioned before, we're talking about sensitive topic here. It's someone's money, someone's investments. Someone might even be scammed during the conversation you're having, or you might even be talking with the scammer himself. Cryptocurrency business is kind of a bit known about scams that is being untraceable and so on. Therefore, for the team and the agent to be successful, they must have high emotional intelligence. It's important to have this gut feeling and understanding when the conversation seems somewhat fake, or if you actually have a customer who is stressed, you need to know how to calm him down, how to handle the situation. Showing empathy, understanding someone else's feelings, supporting them is a key to a good conversation. And this is absolutely necessary for this type of business, for this type of customer support. And while customers are definitely extremely important, and that's what we're talking about, I would say that a supportive team itself is important for it to be successful as a whole. Good community and support from your teammates is what gets you going further than if you would go alone, right? So every agent must be a player of all seasons and support each other during these unknown situations, no matter if they disagree that red and yellow paprika stays the same or not, right? This is the discussion that we had. At the end of the day, we're all on the same page that we have to work together to reach great results. And to show you an example of my team specifically, I just copied one conversation from our Slack channel, how they communicate between each other, that there's no negativity on any shift that you're working on, and that we can cope with anything that's coming our way and handle any issues. So this supporting each other is very important, so you would be able to support customers that are coming in. The next thing that I have on my list is a very tough one to handle in the space of crypto. Keeping updated with what's happening and being always engaged is very difficult because we publish countless updates on new processes, procedures, coins, exchanges being hacked, and so on, or what Elon Musk tweeted. We kind of know, we need to know a little bit of that as well. And everything is changing so fast, and if you leave for 2 weeks holiday, you're definitely gonna need at least like 4 hours to sit down and just read what you missed on to catch up and understand how the procedures, the business, the crypto news changed, and so on. And the fifth thing that I believe makes a kick-ass team kick-ass is having an innovative mindset. I always encourage to think why we're doing the things the way that we're doing and take everything with a grain of salt. So even if it's a process that we've been doing for months or years now, it doesn't mean it cannot be made better than it is right now. We generally strongly encourage questioning anything that's happening and giving suggestions no matter the situation. I always like to ask questions like, how do you think we could do it better? what do you think would be the best solution right now for this question that you're asking me? And I've heard so many great things and implemented some amazing and features, processes, and so on that made us much more productive. And they were coming from the team themselves, because they are the front soldiers. They are the ones that know what's happening the best, and they know what they need. So it's important to communicate, understand, and also listen to them, and not just neglect what they're saying, because young people are really innovative and can help your business grow and your startup grow. So this was my definition of a kick-ass team. It took me a couple of years to build it, the team that I have right now, and I really love my job, and one of the main things why I love it is the community and teammates who motivate me every day. Even now, before going to the speech, they were sending me messages, wishing me the best of luck and so on. So the supportive environment is very important. And so I hope you get my idea of the team, and I want to share you some tips how to hire right of this kind of team. So my first question, even before inviting a candidate for the interview, is always, what is your motivation? What motivated you to apply here? And I did hear a lot of different answers, like I just really need the money, or I know that your company is from Israel and I was hoping you do work trips between your offices and I really want to go to that country. Or even I was looking for a job and there was your job ad, so I applied. As you can probably hear from my tone, these are not more like negative examples, because what we're looking for in a person is to be happy doing the job that we offer. So to find a great customer support agent, it's important to see that this person actually likes helping people and solving issues. We're looking for problem solvers, not problem creators, because we have enough problems of our own already. Additionally, we all know that customer support is kind of like a starting point in your office career, most oftenly than not. And I have never met a person who would say, I'd like to work in a customer support forever. So what I'm looking in a person is seeing his potential and what growth opportunities is he looking for. And therefore, these two things makes a person a great candidate. Motivation for doing the job that you're actually hiring for, and aspiration to grow. Because if you will want to grow, you will want to do the best work that you can to grow further, right? The second thing that I try to assess is how this candidate compares to the current team that I have, and if he will be a cultural fit. I've been reading a lot over time about what the cultural fit is, how to make sure it's not discriminating people, and I'm still trying to put a finger on it. However, to my current understanding, it's important that we all share the same values. And our values are clear communication, being helpful to your teammates, and actually having a great sense of humor. So if you ever have an interview with me, the quickest road to success is probably to make me laugh. And I have a couple of examples of this cultural fit that I'm talking about. These are the things that my teammates are saying when they're starting the shift, or the songs that they're writing also to cheer your colleagues while they're working. And these actually, so in one of the posts posting about this event, it was mentioned that I can give you tips on where to invest. So these all cryptocurrencies that you see in this Simplex on number 5 song, all pretty good to invest. You should look it up. So moving on, the third thing I like to ask myself this at this point, not asking the candidate, but myself, would I be willing to work for this person? So in the case the situation changed and this person became my manager, would I be happy to work for him? And if the answer is no, there is a high chance I'm not going to hire that person. At this point, I can happily say that if any of my current teammates became my managers, I would definitely be happy about it, because what's the difference between us is basically just time experience. I maybe had more time on my hands to build up my career than they, or some different goals in life, but the main idea that they're fair and kind people and great people to work with is there, and that's important in the team to have. And the last tip, which is actually pretty useful in a lot of different situations, is to set clear expectations. During the interview process, we obviously try to attract the best candidates. We tell, we have the food budget, and we always have bananas in the office, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, it is very important to paint the correct picture of what does it mean to be working here. What does it mean to be working in this position? So we share that the job is demanding, that most of the customers will be unhappy, even if you put the biggest efforts that you can. And I did make mistakes over time, that we had someone joining our team and then leaving after just 3 days because we didn't communicate well enough, as the job was not what they expected. And how can the candidate know exactly what to expect and how the job would look like if we don't tell them? We are the ones that know how the job looks like, right? So these are the 4 things that I really think are very important to check when hiring a kick-ass customer support agent. And I just want to recap what I just spoke about together with you, that cryptocurrency business is stressful, that conversational customer experience is now a thing, that we are getting into customers' personal spaces and personal homes, basically. That kick-ass team consists of brave, communicative, innovative, and mentally strong people and team players. And motivation and the cultural fit is important when hiring great teammates. And that Elon Musk is funny sometimes, so actually recommend to follow him if you're not yet. He can actually be one of your greatest investing advisors if you follow him closely. So thank you for hearing me out, and I am ready for any questions that you might have.
Okay, thanks, Nida, for the presentation. And it's really nice to hear such different topics. And you mentioned different personal traits customer support representatives should have. You mentioned working environment in the cryptocurrency world. You mentioned those FOMO things that can spike workload in minutes. But I want to start from your experience. Shift from tour guide and support in Iceland to crypto startup customer support. Tell me more of the transition from one to another. What characteristics yourself do you have that help you to move from one to such different industries?
Yeah, so at the time of the move, I was not very focused on where I'm moving to. I was just thinking, well, customers here or customers there, what's the difference? I know how to serve customers. My customers were always happy. So when I came, it was kind of a bit of a shock. But my qualities, probably the optimism that I have, that even if I have 10 angry customers, the 11th one, I'm also going to serve the same. Like the 10 before, like I'm not losing, I'm not disappointing. Oh, everyone is mad now. I'm also mad. So not taking it personally And I think that's one of the most important qualities also what my teammates, the most successful teammates have. They, okay, you were angry, but there's no fault of mine in here, and let's move to another customer to serve them again the best we can.
Okay, so actually it doesn't matter what industry you are, you just have to feel somehow another side, yes, and to hear what the issue another side has.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, guys, so please drop your questions if you have any. And I see Roka Zubas has one. How big is your customer success team and what countries are they from?
So the whole customer support team currently is in Lithuania. Before we had a little bit of them in Israel as well, but we moved everyone here. Most of them are in Vilnius, some in other cities. And the size of the team, I don't want to lie, is around 28 people right now, and growing every month.
Okay, that's a huge team. And well, it's 28, it's quite a number. And you are the only team lead of the whole team? Or you have some smaller teams inside?
Yeah, I have two team leads who are managing the team. Also, within our department, we have technical team. We have a senior team who are handling these more difficult currents that never go off your shoulder. And then we have a customer support specialist. So kind of 3 positions and team leads. That's how it looks in our department.
Okay, that leads me to another question. Does customer support representative solve issues only, or you have to consult as well?
They're only solving issues. They're not not giving cryptocurrency advice to our customers. And I'm not sure who could. It's dangerous game out there.
Yeah,
yes.
For sure. That's why I'm asking, because you mentioned in your presentation that you got lots different questions after some Musk's tweets or whoever else. So I don't know how is it possible for customer service representative to know the whole market, those digital finance exchanges, different crypto assets, and so on. So it's okay. So
no, the customers, the customers make the choice what they want to buy, and then we're helping them to get what they want. Basically, that's it. But we don't consult them on the way and don't say, hey, don't buy this one, buy this one. So they make that decision.
All right, that makes sense, of course. Lina, does your team come from crypto for a good performance?
I'll get some crypto. Actually, not specifically for good performance, but our company gives this benefit to all employees to buy some cryptocurrency, because it's important for you yourself to experience how does this process go, and also owning a crypto is kind of exciting. So everyone in the company has a chance to buy a certain amount of crypto. But for good performance, we have some other awards and techniques that we use, not related to cryptocurrencies.
All right. So far you don't have Simplex token inside Binance has, yes?
Not yet.
All right. Ostea, how do you decide when is the time to let go a person? That's a good one.
Yeah, so it definitely happens. And there are a lot of different situations, I would say. I could not tell one specific one, but in most cases, we try to assess during trial period, which is 3 months after joining, to see the results, to see how this person is feeling. Maybe he's not feeling well in this, demanding environment. Seeing what is the customer reaction of how they're speaking, and then until this three-month period, we're making a decision if this person is staying or probably it's the best to say goodbye. But in the previous couple of years, probably we didn't have a lot of let goes. We're happy to say that we do have a kind of strict recruitment process, and only the best and the bestest reach our company, and we don't want to let them go. We want to keep them within the company.
Okay. Goda Stašaitytė, what are the best stress reducing practices at work you would recommend to the CS team?
Right. So we tried quite a bit of things. We tried toys to have around the office, Legos to gather them, or so there are some other kinds of toys. So that was one thing. Also taking a break altogether. We work. We used to work. Now I'm in my bedroom, but before we were in a tech park. So we're actually in a park. So we're going outside doing yoga or gathering and painting something together. So kind of like taking your mind completely from what you're doing to some absolutely different activity from what you're doing. So going away from your computer and probably doing something with your hands, with your body, drawing something and stuff like that. That's what worked the best for us, I would say.
Okay, so it's basically shifting your focus from mind things to some physical and to have some time off and later on come back to your task.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. And okay, I don't see any more questions right here. So our time is almost finished. We continue our discussion on Discord. So you can find the link to Discord community right here in the comment section. And thank you very much, Nida, for this interesting conversation, and I hope to meet you and others on Discord later on. So thanks again and see you. Bye.